Good Wednesday morning, South Carolina weather. Watching on the host for South Carolina weather, Joseph Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Wednesday morning. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, we're seeing some cloudy skies, but it is clear of rain going into your morning. If we're going ahead and look out the entire United States, we're going ahead and zoom out a little bit. You can go on ahead and already see that we have some tornado warnings, some severe thunderstorm warnings down here in Kentucky, Tennessee, and over here in Missouri as well. We have some dense fog advisories going all the way up into Minnesota and Wisconsin, some blizzard warnings and watches all the way up there, or just winter weather. Just in general. Over here, we have some snow, we have some rain on the top side. We have some rain over here in Iowa and up here in the Northeast as well. We have some storm. We even have a storm inside of Connecticut. Heat advisories inside of Texas, and dense fog advisories in the Panhandle of Florida. Let's go ahead and look at the winter weather and see what's going. Winter weather radar, and let's see everything that's going on. Here's a better look at it right here. Turn cyclone port off. Here's a better look at everything that's going on right there. The snow up here inside the Rockies, and then the rain over here to the east, severe storms. Here's our cloud cover. Cloud cover right now, it's looking kind of a bit wispy, especially going all the way from like Charleston all the way up to Columbia. You can kind of see the wispy clouds that I'm talking about, but then the clouds start to get a bit lower. As you can see, the higher wispy clouds are above the low clouds. So there they are right there. And it's going to be pretty much, I feel like that if those low clouds and the low clouds weren't there, probably would be a nice clear day. But those low clouds are there. So I'm going to say it's going to be a nice, partly sunny, kind of like half and half, sunny and cloudy day today. So let's go ahead and talk about our cloud tracker. Here's the cloud tracker though. And it's showing right now that this is where the cloud cover is, which honestly I don't know if that's true. That's probably not true. But this just gives us an idea as to what's going on. If we go ahead and push it forward, you can see that the cloud cover does decide to build up a lot more, and it starts to cover the northern part of South Carolina and the Midlands, and then finally the low country gets covered going into like tonight as well. So I think it will progressively get cloudier as the day goes on. But as we get into like early tomorrow morning, like 4 a.m., somewhere around that area, it's going to be still pretty cloudy out there. Here's our current conditions right now, current temperatures. 73 in Columbia, 73 Orangeburg, 73 Charleston, 71 Savannah, 73 Myrtle Beach, 70 Rock Hill, 70 Greenville, and then 70 out there in Anderson. Here's our high temperatures for today: 92 in Columbia, 92 in Moncks Corner, 89 Charleston, 84 Myrtle Beach, 89 Spartanburg, Greenville, Anderson, 90 in Rock Hill, and then 91 in Aiken. Here's our peak sustained winds for today. Peak sustained winds actually will reach of up to 10 to 15 miles an hour today. In the coast, that can potentially rise all the way up to 16 to 17, if not into the upper 20s, or I should say the mid to low 20s near the coast in some spots. So definitely gonna have to watch out for some very breezy conditions near the coast. But everyone else, a good 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds cannot be ruled out. And in terms of gusts, those can be gusts of up to 15 to 20 miles an hour inland, and then gusts of up to 25 to 30 miles per hour on the coast. So it's going to be a pretty breezy day today, actually. Here is our precipitation, forecast precipitation for the next 24 hours. You can see that mainly if you're on the southern side, you usually get around a hundredth of an inch to a tenth of an inch. And then once you start to go upward, like you would see right there for Cheraw, around a good half an inch to an inch. Rock Hill, a half an inch to an inch. Spartanburg, a quarter of an inch to a half an inch. Greenville, half an inch. Anderson, quarter of an inch to a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch. So let's go ahead and show off the models, and let's see what they show. So we're going to look at the 11Z instead of like the 18Z or something like that. So here you're going ahead, if you push it forward, you can start to see that those showers and storms do start to push in to the Greenville area. And these are the storms that we have to watch out for being severe with. So that's why we have the marginal risk and the slight risk. I'll show you all that in a second. But there goes those storms right there. Those will push through. And then we'll have this another boundary of storms trying to pop up just to the south of Columbia as well, around 8 o'clock, and that will push through, but that will bring us some more showers. Same thing over here to the west, around 10 o'clock, some more showers, and then there goes that big line that we're going to have to watch out for. You can even go to the 60 and see it even better, but I mean, once you push it forward, there goes the line right there, and that thing pushes through, and then we have another line right there. So yeah, it's going to be, this is the severe weather threat that we're talking about, and you can see this big line of storms that's going to be pushing through as well. So it's going to be a pretty interesting to see what happens with this line segment tomorrow. Here is our SPC outlook. As you can see, we have the slight risk up there in the marginal, right under it for like Columbia, Myrtle Beach, Augusta, and then we have the slight risk for Rock Hill, Anderson, Greenville, Spartanburg, all those places for the Blue Ridge Mountain. So that does come with a 2% chance of tornadoes if you're in the slight risk of severe weather. That does come with the 2% risk for tornadoes. And then if you're in the yellow, a 15% risk of damaging winds and damaging hail. And if you're in the green, you're under a 5% chance of seeing damaging winds and hail. Here's our excessive rainfall outlook as well for today. Slight risk for the upstate, very northern upstate of South Carolina, and then a marginal risk that goes down towards the Midlands and Rock Hill. And that's pretty much it. So it's going to be a pretty active couple of days. Again, here's just that little line segment right here again. Tomorrow, this is tomorrow, and it's going to move through, and it's going to bring some very intense storms, definitely with hail and damaging winds as well, and maybe a spin-up tornado. We'll talk about the probabilities again tomorrow. Tonight. We'll be back tonight at 9 o'clock, and we'll talk about the probabilities there. So everyone have a fantastic Wednesday, and I will be back tonight at 9 o'clock with another forecast update. Make sure you're there in that you have turned on notifications so that when I get to go live, but you will